Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to PERLA'S DREAMS. Scorpio, this is your reading. And as always, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever resonates and please leave the rest. The intention is always set to help you guys through your evolutionary process and your inner growth. Okay. Scorpios, you guys are really working hard on getting certain things in order, wanting to this seems like a very structured energy for you guys where I keep hearing this. I'm not playing any more games. I'm really serious about this. Now for you for hold on. Just need a little reset. Okay. So for some of you, it's like, whether this is like your health, that you're like, I'm not taking any, I'm not playing anymore with this, like I'm gonna get in shape, or relationship, or work, or whatever it is. There is this very like, excuse me, guys, this very structural energy that I'm picking up, where you're it's almost kind of like you're not playing in any area. Like you're trying to get your finances in order, you're trying to get your relationships in order, your physical body in order, your career in order. You're tackling everything at once. Where maybe in the past you used to be like, oh, I'm gonna wait. Sorry that I keep moving the camera. I'm gonna wait until I do this before I start focusing on this. And it's like, I'm gonna wait until I do this. And it's like you're simultaneously putting everything in order. You're putting your house in order in all aspects of the way. So you're focusing and taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, mentally. You're focusing on getting that money, making that money. You're focusing on staying connected to these emotional connections that you have, like these meaningful relationships that you have. You're trying to really pour your love and your heart into them, and it's very beautiful because this shift is bringing you back around to yourself. And when I say that, is like there may have been a period of time where you were neglecting a part of yourself, or you were avoiding to take care of a part of yourself, where it left you kind of like in limbo. Like you really didn't know what you wanted, you really didn't know what you desired, and you were having a hard time maybe committing to situations, whether they were relationships, whether it was work, whether it was, your workouts or whatever it is. And now all of that has seems to like shift. Now, what is interesting in this space is that you're putting in a lot of work. And I'm not gonna lie, we see it. We see it, Scorpio, and we clap and we celebrate it. You're doing the work, you're showing up for yourself, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're staying focused, you're giving 100%, and then there's kind of like this for a second. Wait, why am I doing this? And I love that. You want to know why? Because it's like, when that little doubt creeps in, it is very, very, very easy to just give up and be like, yeah, why am I doing this? I don't need to do all of this. And it's like, no, there is a reason. Go back to your why, right? Are you working out and getting in shape because you want to be there for your kids, because you want to be there for your significant other? Or maybe it's just as simple as like you want to fit into an outfit. Hey, more power to you. I don't care the reason why you're doing it, as long as you're taking care of your body, right? No, I'm only kidding. We do care about the reasons, but you know what I mean. When you are working, maybe you're working extra hours, or you're working and hustling on the side to like start your own business. Remember the reason why you're doing it. You're hustling on that side business because you want that side business to become your main source of income, so you don't have to work for someone else, right? If you're working on your emotional health, it's like, you know what, that is wonderful. Why are you doing that? Well, I'm doing that because I want to build meaningful connections with people. I want relationships to last. I want relationships free of drama, free of stress. I want to get out of these loops, out of these things that I have been in for my entire life. Hey, Scorpio, amazing. More power to you, right? So there is, within this space of all these changes and all of these things that you're doing to better yourself in the way that you feel that you need to better yourself, right? There is this very small little glimpse as to why. And it's coming in this way of like, again, to some people it may feel like a defeating energy that then they just quit. But for you, Scorpio, it intensifies, or it reassures you as to why you're doing all of these things. So when the doubt creeps in, you're taking it as as an opportunity to reaffirm yourself as to why you're making these changes in your life, as to where it is that you're headed, as to what your goals are. And you're not letting anyone or anything stand between you and those goals. Now, to some people, it may seem like, what you doing? What you doing? And you're just like, I'm minding my own and I'm doing what I want. You're being very, how can I put it this way? You're being very like silent in the sense of like you're not looking to like over express yourself or over express something to people. Like, you really are not in this space of like needing people to understand or relate to what it is that you're doing. You're really not caring in that space. You're just doing what you feel that you should have been doing a long time ago. Wow. You're giving yourself permission to be the person you want to be. You're giving yourself permission to be the person you want to be. Some of you held back from doing certain things or from allowing yourself to expand in certain areas because maybe people would tell you that you were too ambitious, or you were doing too much, or you were this or you were that, and you're finally allowing yourself to take up that space. You're finally allowing yourself to like embrace all of that. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what else do we have, Scorpio. I keep seeing like a face of a dog, and it's so cute because this dog is like panting, and they have like their tongue sticking out, and it's almost kind of like the space of whenever you see this dog, it's like it brings you back home. So in many spiritual cultural and contexts, um in many spiritual and cultural contexts, excuse me, dogs are seen as a symbol of loyalty, protection, and unconditional love. And I feel that whether it is that you physically have a dog that you go home to, or just the energy of like a dog, like, when we talk about like loyalty, when we talk about like unconditional love, I feel that a lot of you are showing up in your own life in that way. A lot of you are finally giving yourself that unconditional love, that loyalty to yourself, of like really showing up in a way that kind of sustains you, or that kind of holds you, is what I'm picking up. And the other interesting thing is in here is like, the minute that you stopped looking for these validations, or for this, like the minute that you stop looking for like the loyalty, for the companionship, for the unconditional love in others, and you started going within yourself to find these things, you start to realize that there are people around you that were already loyal to you, people around you that were already giving you that unconditional love. You start to see it almost kind of like it breaks everything, like it breaks everything open. Oh, Scorpios. Ooh. Okay. Bear with me for those of you that this is going to resonate. So something within this space of like you doing all of these things, giving yourself the permission to do all of these things and better yourself in all of these ways, perspectives are changing. and things are being broken apart, broken open, and you're seeing there is something here of like there's they're showing me like two different groups of people, right? And these people you believed loved you unconditionally, you believed were loyal to you, you believed these were your people. And then these people here, you always kind of had like a tug of war energy with. Now, whether this is one person or two people, whatever it is in either side, it doesn't matter. You were perceiving something or someone as wanting to control you, or someone wanting to dictate your life, or someone wanting to help you in a you were perceiving that the way that the love was coming through. Oh my god, this is getting interesting. So there was a group of people here, let's just say one person, right? And let's say this person loves you unconditionally. This person has always been loyal to you. They have always been there, like in a sense of like giving you the advice or bringing in different perspectives so that you can make informed decisions, right? But this group of people were basically agreeing with everything that you were doing, agreeing with everything that you were saying, and never called you out on your BS. Where this group of people would call you out on your BS, right? So you your mind kind of intertwined that these people loved you unconditionally, but this was all superficial because they didn't love you unconditionally. They just agreed with everything that you had to say. They just allow you to like dig yourself deeper into like a hole where these people were maybe telling you the hurtful truth, but they were coming from a place of love so that you could see the hole that you were digging for yourself. And now, like during this time that you're spending all of this time within yourself, this is being broken open, and you're finally seeing the two different sizes exactly for what they are. Dogs are gonna bark maybe, so just be aware because the kids just walked through the door. They didn't bark, which is beautiful. But I'm recording, guys. There is this sense of like finally seeing the truth within like people or individuals that you thought had your back, and in reality all they were doing was feeding you what you needed to stay stuck. And I need you to really let that sink in. These individuals that you thought had your back, these individuals that you thought were helping you and all of this thing, all they were doing was feeding you to keep you stuck. And now spirit is allowing you to see that. Oh, that's like really a really, really beautiful and powerful message. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. What else do we have, Scorpios? What else do we have? Like, I need to like let that sink in for a little bit. You have, whether it is that you're like limiting your connection with this group of people, or you're not following their advice or whatever it is, because again during this space you're very sheltered and focused in what it is that you want to accomplish. So because of that, you're realizing how much more forward you're moving in life, but a lot of that is like there's an echo, there's like this trickling echo effect of what this other group of people used to tell you, the advice they used to give you and all of this stuff. And it's like you've incorporated that advice, you incorporated everything without you even like consciously thinking about it, and your life is changing for the better. So that's where this opening of something breaks, like literally breaks through, and you're it's almost kind of like you're seeing clearly for the first time. Now, the question is, are you going to stay with this energy, or are you going to run from it? Because I feel that some of you may have been in this space in the past, and the truth of something, whether because this group may have been like a sibling or a parent or whatever it is, you couldn't deal with the truth of it. So you decided to kind of like set it aside and be like, no, that can't be true. That can't be true. My parents cannot have that intention for me. And what you have to understand is that we're all here to play a certain role in different people's life. When somebody is feeding you something to stay stuck, they may not be doing it consciously, but it is an unconscious action or behavior of the sole purpose that they're meant to be in this world for when it comes to your life directly. And it is up to you to recognize what role everybody plays in your life so that then you get to decide whether they become an active player or not in your game. But this, and if you guys hear noise in the background, guys, my three youngest, which are freshmen in high school, just walked through the door. So that's the noise that you hear in the background. Everybody comes hungry, comes home hungry. I don't know. These kids can eat. Let's just put it that way. They can eat. I mean, they're active, but they can eat. So, yeah, I mean, this is like, and it keeps giving me references to like the target or like marks the spot. Like, this is something that once you see it, there's no going back. There's no going back. And the thing with that is that you're going to like, I feel that when you start to realize the truth about this group or this group of person or this individual, you're slowly retrieving and they're feeling it. And then to confirm what you already know, this group is going to start talking about this group or about this person without you even saying anything in regards to this right here. They're going to start attacking it because it's like it's almost kind of like an energetic war type of energy of like, I sense that this energy is what is influencing his behavior, so I need to come in and stop that in the tracks. So whatever this is for you guys, like, it's going to become very clear, and you're not going to be able to hide from this. You're not going to be able to hide. Once these people here, this group of people, show their true colors, you're not going to be able to go backwards. So we have the Medicine Heart Oracle deck, and that's what we're going to use for your closing message. This is a deck that was recently gifted to me from a client. This is my second deck out of 3 that she's gifted. The deck she gives me always have these beautiful energies that really allow me to connect directly with the readings. So I always ask for 1 card, but we got 2. The first one is the Loon, number 19. And this card came out in another reading with another card. And it's the Matter Materia Medica. And let's go ahead and let's see. The Lu is number 19. We're going to start off with that one because it came out first. So yeah, it's kind of interesting the way that things are unfolding. I mean, really be open to like seeing and really be open to hear and really allow spirit to show you what it is that they want to show you. The soul journey is a spiritual long game. Have we not been talking about a game all this time? Though there will be spontaneous spurts of swift progress and rapid healing, recovering and rising through any difficulties, you are also building a long-lasting legacy of sacred beauty. You are a soul making. Value the process and value yourself enough to set boundaries with yourself and others. Such a precious undertaking requires patience for the process, tending, and time. Contentment in the quality of the journey helps sustain and inspire you for the considerable task of generating your most sacred legacy. This is all about you and what it is that you're trying to create, what it is that you're trying to birth into this world. And this seeing of these 2 groups is going to play a really big part again in deciding what players you allow moving forward to play in your game. All right, so with the Matter Materia Medica, you have an innate spiritual capacity to heal yourself, tame wild forces, and generate light. Your heart can naturally attract all that you need to heal and accomplish your life purpose. Positive manifestation can unfold rapidly in your life, like a fast growing baboon. The red hibiscus of divine feminine symbolizes the flow of positive energy towards you and the repelling of the negativity. Rest your inner gaze within your heart, and you will align yourself with the positive turnaround of events that will generate sweetness in your life and spiritual benefits for all beings. So, again, you're in this space where things are changing, things are like swiftly changing and manifesting for you, but it's because you allow yourself to, again, the echo of this group or this person that was like literally speaking to your soul, speaking to your spirit. You finally took the advice, you finally took the guidance, and allow yourself to really go within yourself and see the power that lies in there, and then allow it to manifest outwardly. Now, yes, with that, it does bring the space of the illusions of things that we thought that once were that really aren't there, right? So you start to really see people's true colors throughout this space, and this is why this group of people that you thought were loyal, that you thought had your back, but in reality all they were doing was feeding you to keep you stuck, is coming to light. So you need to, during this time, really embrace it and really be grateful for the fact that spirit has allowed you to see this. The spirit has allowed you to really walk out of this space that you were in, this space that you were stuck in, and moving you into your purpose, into your life, so that you can build that legacy that you want. Well, Scorpios, that is all that I have. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.